Hi, good morning. It's Bonnie here from Rays of Hope. I hope everybody's doing well today. I'm really kind of excited. The last time I did a little update, I've been doing these kind of monthly, but maybe skipping a little bit of time here and there for the past several years. And the last one I did, over 100 people looked at it, and I went, oh my gosh, 100 people? I don't know 100 people. Well, maybe I do through different organizations, but I was so excited. And it wasn't just that, like, yeah, I got all these likes. That wasn't the point. The point is, people were hearing what I had to say from my heart. And that blesses me. That, yeah, it just made me feel really, really good. So thank you for those that care to listen to me. And yeah, a couple of things I'd like to talk about today. One of the things is comes out of Steve Backlund from Igniting Hope Ministries. He has a statement. It says, our hopelessness about a problem is a bigger problem than the problem itself. And I thought about that. I said, isn't that true? Things that we go through in life, we feel so hopeless. But by the time the hopelessness gets into your being and it sinks inside of you, it's usually way more than what the problem is, because there's always, always, always a solution to a problem. So I wanted to start with that. I just thought that was really appropriate for what I'm about to talk about today. My husband and I read a lot in James together, and one of the scriptures that really talked to us that we used to read, I'd like to read it too. It's in James 2, and it's 14 and 15. It says, what does it profit, my brethren, if someone says he has faith, but he doesn't have any works? Can faith save him? If there's a brother or sister that's naked or destitute, and we just say to them, oh, I hope you'll be fine. Depart, be warmed, bye-bye, we'll pray for you. What does that profit? What does that profit? It says, faith by itself, if it doesn't have any works with it, is dead faith. So Ray and I used to read that a lot, and it really, when we first met Lou in 2005, I don't know if most of you know, but after we gave our hearts to Jesus, we traveled quite a bit throughout America, and my husband was an evangelist. We lived in the Bahamas for a while. He was assistant pastor at a church. Lived in Arkansas for a while, took over when the pastor was gone, did a lot of evangelism until we met Lou in 2000. I think we met her in 2004, and she was destitute. And she had HIV, and she'd been kicked out of her village and nobody wanted her, and they spat on her. And we looked at each other, and Ray said to me, well, what's our faith, Bonnie? Is it real or is it dead faith? And that started New Rain Ministries back in when we were incorporated in 2005. Well, today it's 2022. My beloved husband passed away in 2020. But now a New Rain, Rays of Hope, under Seeds of Hope, has grown to include children that are marginalized, children that have been trafficked or sexually abused. And now we have those children in 2 homes. And I just want to talk to you about these kids. I'm so excited. I want to talk about 2 in particular. And these are 2 that came with a caregiver. And they're Honey and Mary. At the end of my last talk, I said, I want to talk to you about Honey and Mary. So Honey and Mary, there was a new caregiver that came in for an interview when Susan was there several months ago. Her name is Mint. I was thinking, my goodness, when we were teenagers, that used to be the thing we said, oh, is that ever Mint? You know how every generation has its little thing you used to say, cool or whatever. Ours was, boy, is that ever Mint? Anyway, Mint was her name. She had 2 little girls, and she was a single mom. And Susan was asking her, and she passed all the criteria. It was a lovely young lady. And she was going to be one of the ladies that was going to be like a mom / caretaker in the girls' homes. And Susan asked if she had children. She says, yes, I have 2 little girls, Honey and Mary. And that's not their real name. That's their nicknames. I'm not going to try to pronounce their Thai names. And so Susan was hiring. We had another lady that was going to come in with her. And she was trying to get her times. Well, you come here and we'll go there. And she said, what about your little girls? Where do they go? Because there's no daddy. Their daddy had a new family. And when that happens in the Thai culture many times, or in the North, in the Burmese culture, when a man has a new family, their other family is just not there. It doesn't pay any attention to them. No finances, no help, no anything. So she says, well, the only person I can leave my 2 little girls with is the grandpa. Now, I'm not sure if the grandpa's on the father's side or the mother's side. But she said, but he abuses them. And Susan's like, he what? Well, she says he's mentally unstable and he abuses my little girls. Well, Susan almost dropped to the floor. So she said to Mint, would you like to bring your 2 little girls and have them live here with you? And then you can work here full time. Well, apparently, Mint just started to cry. She was overwhelmed that someone would care enough for her 2 little girls who were marginalized to help them and bring them in to Banansara. So she was overcome with love and joy, and she was so happy. So we have these 2 little girls, and Honey is 9 years old. She was born in November. And Mary is 8 years old. She was born on Christmas Day, December 25th. That's why her nickname is Mary. Anyway, they need some sponsors. I'm asking, is there anyone out there, excuse me, anyone out there that would be interested in sponsoring one or both of these little girls? It's $40 a month to sponsor one of these children. And you are, of course, receipted for the $40 that you do give. We need 10 sponsors for each child, which is a total of $400. So if you care to do that, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. You can contact me at New Rain Canada at New Rain Canada. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting a little confused because I was just going to give the email address for Seeds of Hope, which is Tammy's number. Tammy is our sponsorship lady out of the office in Abbotsford, and you can always email her. She's Tammy, capital T A M I, at seedsofhopecm.com. Tammy at seedsofhopecm.com, and she'd love to set you up. You can call too if you'd like to talk to her. She's there Monday through Wednesday, and the number at Seeds of Hope is 604-870-4810. You can contact me too at newraincanada@gmail.com, and I can set you up if this is something that you have on your heart, is to help these 2 little girls. Oh, and before I forget, I am going to be going on a walk next week with my daughter, the walkathon for the children for Rays of Hope. We have an annual walkathon. They do a big one down in Abbotsford, and then we do ours different places, or anybody that wants to do it. And by the way, if you'd like to do a walk for Rays of Hope and get sponsors for the walk, it's a 5K walk. Yeah, that would be fantastic. My friend Pam in Nipawin does one annually, usually with horse riding, and then she has a barbecue after. It's been amazing. But Lisa and I are going to do it, and all I can think of is the last year that Ray was alive. He died in 2020, but in 2019, we were at a RV park up at Maple Lake, and he said to me, I'm going to walk the 5K. And I'm like, Ray, you can't walk that 5K. You know, he was this skinny little man who was so sick. He says, yes, I can. And you know, that man did it. He walked that 5K, and he had so many sponsors, and I was so proud of him. And I figured, well, if he can walk the 5K, anybody can walk the 5K. So if you'd like to sponsor me for my 5K, just let me know at newraincanada@gmail.com, or you can contact the office and just say it's for Bonnie or Lisa, my daughter, and we are walking for Rays of Hope. Anyway, God bless you all. Thank you for listening to me today. And remember that our hopelessness about a problem is a bigger problem than the problem itself. There's always hope, and there's hope in Jesus Christ. And that's where my hope comes from. You go for it. You do it. I can do it. You can do it. And thank you so much for listening to me. And for any of you that would like to get back to me, or if any of you would like me to ever share our testimony of how we came to the Lord and what our life was like and getting into New Rain, I share at a church in Saskatchewan annually. And yeah, invite me. I would love to come. Anyway, God bless you all, and you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.